So we are in the era of Gen Z managers in the Premier League. Although they are not really Gen Z, but we call them Gen Z managers for the sake of social media. But these are managers that are below the age of 50. Some of these managers, we watched them few years ago kick football, and now they've become elite managers. So in today's video, we will look at these managers, the club they are coaching right now, where they came from, their track record or achievement where they came from, and their possibility of being a success in their current club. So we'll be looking at these new managers under the age of 50. So on my first list here is Anthony Iraola. He's 44. He's the current coach of Liverpool, and he came from AFC Bournemouth. And we know that Iraola made Bournemouth really, really important. He made them an European standard club. He took them to their highest finish in the Premier League. So even though Iraola did not win any trophy for Bournemouth, he gave them their highest finish in their history of Premier League. He gave them their highest point, 48 points in the Premier League. He made them into a direct attacking style of football that made Bournemouth really, really, really relevant, even in European football. The second on the list is Roberto De Zerbi. He's 47 and is the current coach of Tottenham Hotspur. Before he came from Olympique Marseille, but before leaving for Marseille, he was Brighton's coach, and De Zerbi is the one that transformed Brighton into a standard European club before going to Marseille. Remember, Tottenham Hotspur struggled so much last season that they had to change manager about 3 to 4 times, from Thomas Frank to this to that, and they had to change managers, and they miraculously escaped relegation. So De Zerbi is 47 and is Premier League proven. Up next on my list is Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso is 44. You and I watched Xabi Alonso do stuff at Liverpool, at Bayern Munich, like that. Anyway, Xabi Alonso joined from Real Madrid to Chelsea, but before going to Real Madrid, he was Bayern Leverkusen's coach, and he's known for his 3-4-2-1, 4-3-2-1 kind of football. And he won Bayern Leverkusen their first ever Bundesliga title. And he didn't just do that ordinarily, he won that unbeaten. And he also won the German Super Cup, so he won double, and he was unbeaten that season. That is the current coach of Chelsea, Xabi Alonso. Let's look at Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick is 45, so he's about same age set as Alonso. He's the current coach of Man United. His previous managerial experience was at Middlesbrough, and he made Middlesbrough into one of the strongest teams in Championship before he got the interim job at Man United, and then he had to take Man U from nowhere to become number 3. He took Man U to the 3rd position, and now he is now the full-time coach, no longer interim coach. Mike Carrick is 45. He's about same age set with Alonso, who is 44. Again on the list is Alvaro Arbeloa, who is 43. He coaches Fulham right now. He joined from Real Madrid. So Arbeloa is the one that took over Alonso's job at Real Madrid. Then Alonso came to Chelsea. Then Arbeloa got fired, and then he came to Fulham. Arbeloa is 43, and bulk of his achievements were with Real Madrid youth team. So I think he's the best fit for Fulham, and because there's not too much expectation from a mid-table club like Fulham, so it should be all right. Then there is Fabian Ozela, who is 33, who is Brighton and Hove Albion manager, and this guy has been wonderful. He's been amazing. He was a former coach at Bundesliga, a club called St. Pauli. He was the manager that brought St. Pauli from relegation to the Bundesliga. And right now, he's the youngest manager in the English Premier League. How far will he go with Brighton again this season? Okay, let's talk about Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta is 44. Right now, I would say Arteta is the most experienced Premier League manager because he's the longest serving manager in the Premier League right now. Arteta is 44, about same age with Abelua, Michael Carrick, Sabi Alonso. We know what Arteta has done in the Premier League. He won the Premier League last season. Before winning last season, he's been second back to back to back 3 times in a row. He's taking Arsenal to the Champions League quarter-final, Champions League semi-final, Champions League final, Champions League this and that. And he has 1 or 2 FA Cup and some community shield that he started into his trophy cabinet. So Arteta is the most experienced Premier League manager right now, despite the fact that he's 44. I've got another one on my list here. Keith Andrews. Keith Andrews is 45. He's Brentford coach. And he started as a set piece coach. So when Thomas Frank left for Tottenham, he became their head coach, from a set piece coach to the head coach. And we saw what he did with Michael Kayode and so many other guys last season. And Brentford is not a team to really mess with. And because of the level that they are operating, I don't see any issues with Keith Andrews. So why are we making emphasis on this new era? Because at Liverpool, Andoni Iraola replaces Arne Slot. At Chelsea, Sabi Alonso replaces Liam Rosino. At Manchester United, Michael Carrick got his contract as a permanent head coach because he was interim before. At Tottenham, Roberto De Zerbi replaced those 3 coaches that Tottenham sacked. Igor Tudor, Thomas Frank, this and that. And then at Brighton, pretty much nothing has changed. Fabian Ozila is still continue. And Brentford also, their set piece coach, who became their head coach, is still continuing his life. And there's nothing much to say about Mikel Arteta because he's the most experienced Premier League manager right now. So if you want to rate these clubs and their managers, who would you think will be the first of these managers to be sacked? I can assure you that one of these managers will be fired. Or, if not fired, one of these managers, at least one of them will perform woefully. Which of these managers that I've mentioned do you think would perform woefully? It's definitely not going to be Sabi Alonso because I'm wearing a Chelsea jersey. So it's never going to be Alonso. So let me know in the comment section which coach. Is it Iraola? Is it the one to flop this season? Is it Michael Carrick? Don't mention Alonso. Is it Mikel Arteta? Is it Keith Andrews? Is it Alvaro Abelua? Or let me just know your thoughts about these coaches in the comment section. And I'll see you right in my next video. Cheers. Bye.